So, no further ado, let's discuss how do you know and what are the two questions that you need to ask and how do you know exactly who you're working with. All right, let's just say, for instance, I'm in the health and wellness industry, right? But if you're teaching something like CrossFit or boxing and you're in the health and wellness / fitness industry, you have to know how to separate them. And how do you separate them? First and foremost, if you're in health and wellness, those are internal scenarios, meaning I lower your blood pressure, I keep your anxiety here, I help you eat so that there's not a lot of inflammation in your body. That's health and wellness, free of disease, minimizing free radicals. That's how you put that in that category. Now, if you're a fitness specialist, I teach you how to get stronger. I teach you how to run faster. I teach you how to look shredded like an athlete. I'm all about optimizing the human body on the outside. So, from those two descriptions, this is where you can start to find out which category do you fall under. A lot of our guys in the boxing industry think because they teach boxing that that's a category, but that's a tool. CrossFit uses kettlebells, but that doesn't mean CrossFit is kettlebells. It's a tool. So the boxing gloves and the skills development are tools. So how do you know what bucket do you fall up under? First, what problem is it that you solve? Now, here are the two sentences that you can ask yourself. I help blank experience blank without blank. Okay? That's the moment that you can fill in these gaps, you'll start getting on the right page. I help women over 40, obese women over 40, lose weight without strict diets and hard exercises in under 30 minutes a day. Okay? So what does that do? It keeps me from trying to save everybody. And it helps people who are riding by my facility or coming across me on Google. It helps them understand what problem that I solve. So if you're speaking to everyone, boxing trainers, MMA trainers, fitness coaches, you're talking to no one. You can't fix everyone else's problem. And if they can't figure it out, the number one way to not get new customers is to give them confusion. So don't confuse your audience. Be conscious that it's important that you know what you specialize in. So is it weight loss? All right? And if you're going to speak, then that sentence was basically for fitness. Now, if you are someone who's into the category and you're finding yourself helping people that have more wellness issues, health issues, I help people with high blood pressure get off of medications without strenuous work in under 90 days. You get it? Like, you just preface what outcome you give them. I give you the ability to be relieved from high blood pressure without strenuous work in under 90 days. My system is proven. That's all I've done. Time in and time out. You give me a person that has a serious wellness issue and I'll give you an answer. And I'll give them a result. The only thing they have to do is commit. All right, so these are the practices that will help you understand what audience you're targeting. So if, just say for instance, if I'm a boxing coach, this would help you. Maybe you're not great at weight loss because you've just done it for techniques and skills and self-defense. But guess what you have learned to do? You've learned to reduce anxiety for people, help them overcome stress. So I help overworked, stressed executives reduce their stress level utilizing boxing in a 30-minute program that lasts 90 days. So that they can have a peace of mind and stress-free. So you'll find yourself having wordy sentences, which is fine. The thing about it is you're getting to a place where you're on the right track on what it is you do and who you serve. So who is it that you serve? Are you a weight loss specialist? Are you more mental health, stress and anxiety, depression? Are you really confident in yourself and dropping people's cholesterol levels based on the nutrition component that you have tied to your program? So you think about riding down the street and there were 10 gyms, right? How do you want to pick a gym? Based on what it looks like aesthetically on the outside? Or do you want to pick a gym based on the outcome that they offer? Because if you need to lose the pudge, you got a high school reunion to go to, or if you got an event to attend, you want to look the part because maybe there's a pool party tied to this thing. So you want to make sure that you're cut down to the bone. So maybe you want to go to a gym that specializes in belly fat loss. So guess where I'm going to go? I'm going to go to the gym that I know specializes in losing belly fat. But if I want to tone up and just look muscular, I want to go to a place that maximizes or really can give me a guarantee that they know how to develop my body and sculpt me. I had a program called Body Sculptor, and maybe that's what that person needs. So if you have that, that's where I'm going. But if you're stressed, anxious, or if you got competition coming up, then maybe you're someone who specializes in competitive athletes. So if you have that, and that's what you do, I don't work with anybody else. I only focus on developing competitive athletes, giving them better agility, and we call these the program mediums. More speed, quickness, agility, range of motion, explosiveness, all of those things. That's what I focus on. And if that's the case, I'm not going to the belly fat gym. So make the people's choice easy. Fall into a category, because if you're trying to train everybody, you're training no one. If you're talking to everybody, you're talking to no one. That's when you can get to your page, because the first time a person came to do my page and audit it, they were like, I don't know what you do. You know, I see this, I see that, I see that. So if I come here, I don't want to follow. Even though we have good content, people do follow. If you don't have a real robust social media, that won't be the case. And you won't get people coming to your gym or your business or your practice if your page isn't clear about what you do. Does that make sense? I'm just saying. We just want to be on the same page. We want to make sure that you guys understand that talking about doing something and doing something, having an expertise, and just being a commodity, which is everybody, you're the same as everybody. That's the problem. So we have to get that down first.